Yo, this is 6C talking, and today I want to talk about a community survey that was done a couple of days ago on Reddit. This was put together by Balirwin E, so huge shout out to you, man. So this survey was mostly about the demographics of the Western Kiseki fanbase, basically asking you how old are you, how you found out about this game, why do you play this game. So I'm actually interested how old is the community is and how basically the overall range whoever played this game. So I want to discuss this with you guys because this is actually really good information here. If you guys want to do the survey, the link will be, of course, as usual, in the doobly-doo below. Will be the first one. So let's get on with it. So the majority of the community is male and the 10% is female. Obviously is expected, I guess. Now, how old are you? Obviously, I'm in the 40 or 50 range, so let's see. I'm in the 1%. I'm in the 1%, guys, that's in the 40s playing this. Actually, I'm not actually in the 40%. I'm on my early 20s, so I'm actually one of the majority that play this game around my age, so that's actually really interesting. Only 12%, actually 12% is the 30 to 35 ranges, so where is the 15? Okay, so the 4%, 15 to 18. Where is the? Okay, 25. Under 15. Where is the under 15 bracket? Nobody bought it for under 15. Really? Nobody bought it for under 15. I feel like that's crazy. I mean, the Kiseki games are not really for kids since it's very text heavy. It's a lot of text going on. So out of 784 responses, nobody is under 18? Really? Wow, this is interesting to me. So nobody voted for under 15. I was expecting at least to see 3 votes on this, like at least out of 700 responses, really. So yeah, I guess the majority that play this game are above 18A, so that's actually really interesting to know, man. That's really cool. All right, so of course, which country are you from? This is kind of arbitrary since Reddit is more of a US thing, so obviously most of the people are gonna say US. The next on the bracket will be Canada. Actually, I already knew it was gonna be Canada because on my information on my videos, most of my views come from the US and Canada. Most of my viewers, I guess I should say. So Canada is the second largest one that I guess played this game. Australia and the UK is right here on the corner with 4%. So that's cool. Let's move on to the next one. How do you find out about Kiseki? Now this is really interesting to me as well. How do people find out about this game? So the 30% says browsing through Steam. Really? Browsing through Steam and the store? Really? 30%? I'm actually surprised about this one. 60%, I played Falcon games before, decided to check all the games out. Fair enough. Let's see the 11% here. It says on a gaming news site. Okay, fair enough. 10%, the 10% see on the forum. I'm also fall in this category. I also find this on the forum back in 2010, 2009, around there. So I've been around for a long time. So yeah, I one of the guys that put it on forum. I found the Kiseki game Trust in the Sky on the forum. I'm pretty sure there was like I cannot recall the forum of the name, but I was like in a part of the forum. I think the forum doesn't even exist anymore, actually, when I think about it. But yeah, I'm one of the 10% here. A friend and then a blog. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that most of the people find this game through the store on Steam. I'm surprised about this. Wow. Okay, so let's move to the next one. It says here, how you play any other Falcon games? Really, they got no series, 124 votes. I'm kind of surprised about that. Now you can know Kiseki. Really? This is the PC game, I believe. The PC Kiseki game that the Falcon release. That's a lot of votes for that. I'll be honest, man. I mean, most of the people that play this, that did the survey, are in the US. I'm kind of surprised that people play that. Wow. Okay. Tokusanado. Yeah, of course I did that. I just finished that play. I actually just finished uploading the last part on my YouTube channel. Sun Out Next. This is another different game. The G series, of course, is probably the most popular one. Has to be the most popular one. It's the G series. This series has been releasing here in the US for a really long time, so not expected. And the C series, which is XC is doing right now. And it's just I not play any other Falco games. What, 143 bots have not played any other game besides the Kiseki game, which is actually really interesting. Wow. Okay. Alright, so the next one it says here, what was your first Kiseki game? So you guys follow my channel. You guys know me for a long time. You guys know I started playing the Trails in the Sky. So 78% says Trails in the Sky, and the 20% says Trails of Cold Steel. I highly doubt it anyone from the US or Australia or Canada is gonna start in Zero no Kiseki because this game has not come out yet in English. So very surprised about that. And yeah, I think the new I guess the new fan base that's coming out now usually start in Trails of Cold Steel because it's on PC, and not only just because on PC, but because it has better graphics. Usually when people ask them where to start, they usually tell them play Cold Steel, because Cold Steel has the better graphics. It's much better. It's much more appealing, I guess. The gameplay is much better than Trails in the Sky. So there you go. Kinda cool. Have you imported a Kiseki game? I actually have imported it, a Kiseki game, so I'll fall in the red one at 23%. Not only about the localization, which is fair enough. I mean, what would you buy? What would you, import in the game where you don't understand the language? So fair enough. I fall in the red one. I imported Trails of Cold Steel 3 to do the walkthrough for you guys, and wow, 15% says they all import Kiseki game, which is actually really interesting. I guess this is the I guess people that their parents come from Japan, maybe, or something like that. You know, that they know Japanese as a second language. So there you go. Which Kiseki games are you playing? Oh, this is good. Of course, most of the boats on Trails in the Sky, which is basically where most of us became a fan of Falco games. Trails of second chapter is on the second slot. Of course, Trails of Cold Steel has more boats than Trails in the Sky, the second chapter. Kind of obvious since most of the new fans of the game, they start here on Trails of Cold Steel, and then they play Trails in the Sky. That's how they usually do it. And of course, they play 625 players in the third chapter, 257 players no Kiseki, and okay. I still haven't played this game yet. This game's about to come out in English by a huge group. So once that comes out, I would definitely be making a playthrough of this game on my channel once it comes out in English. It's about to come out. I'll make a video of this when it comes out, so don't worry about it, guys. Once it releases, I'll let you guys know. Cold Steel 3 and then no Kiseki 3, 81%. I'll also follow this one as well. I'll put it for this one as well. Alright, let's move on. What platform are you playing the game? Of course, most of the answers has to be PC. I mean, I still have, funny enough, I still have my PSP lying around in my room. It's somewhere in my room somewhere. So I still have my PSP somewhere in my room here. It's definitely over a decade old. It's probably around 15 years old now that I think about it. It's my PSP very old, guys. I still have it laying around. That's how I did my Trails in the Sky walkthrough. I also bought it for this one. Some people playing on the Vita, PS3, and PS4. I also bought it for this one as well. I never played Cold Steel on the PS3. By the time by the time it comes out by the time Cold Steel came out for PS3, I already sold it and had the PS4. So that's why I never played on the PS3. So yeah, most of the people playing on the PC, you know, it's expected. PSP doesn't. They don't sell this. I don't think this handheld sells anymore. I know the Vita is still in the market, but PSP, you're probably gonna have to find it like in one of those shops or probably buy it online or something. But they don't really sell this around anymore in the stores. Alright, let's move on. Where are you buying the games? Oh, where are you buying the games? Let's see. Steam, 681. This is another what site you can buy it? Gov, Humble, PSN. Yeah, I bought for this one as well. DS Lite, Amazon, imported, and the list just falls from there. But yeah, most of the people buy from Steam. Expected. How often Do you browse the Kiseki community forum, Reddit, blog, Discord? For me, let's see what 39%, at least once a week. For me, it's also once a week. I also follow this where I don't follow much of the news. Usually, if a Kosio news comes out, I usually find out in the same day because people let me know on Discord, hey, something came out, I want to talk about it on the video. So every couple of weeks, at least once a month, every few months. Only when I'm in the mood for Kiseki. Kinda surprised. Every day. Okay, there's some people that find the second place it would be every day, but for me it's like usually once a week. Usually if a big news drop, there's someone that asked me about the, I'm gonna put your name on the, I'm gonna put the comment on the screen right now, asking me, hey man, what about any news on Kosio 3? Believe me guys, if something comes out on the same day that comes out, I'll do a video on it talking about it. So even though I check the news once a week myself, when a Kosio 4 news comes out, people hit me on Discord, let me know, hey, CC, some news comes out, you want to talk about it or something? So there you go. How often do you contribute to the Kiseki community forums, Reddit, blog, Discord? For me, I really don't contribute at all. Probably every few months. I fall in the 14% here. Only when I'm in the mood for Kiseki. Okay, that's fair enough. Every day, at least once a week, once a couple of weeks, at least once a month. But yeah, for me, it's every few months. Like, you probably see me popped up on the Discord fucking forum a couple of times. Rare times really. Usually I'm never there to chat. I'm rarely there, but I usually contribute once in a while. Where do you primarily interact with the Kiseki community? Of course, Falcom Reddit. You're on Reddit, Falcom Discord, XC forum, Steam, GameFAQs, Reset Era. I'm surprised that people actually discuss this on Reset Era. I usually avoid this website. It's very cancerous. Tumblr, Twitter. Oh, so a few percentage on Twitter. Facebook, YouTube. And yeah, mostly my interaction with the Kiseki is on YouTube, so I bought it for this one right here. Usually it's me talking to you guys on the comment section. Every time you guys ask me a question, I respond. So usually, when I talk about these games with you guys on YouTube. So I do it also on Twitter and what is it? Fucking Discord. Every couple of months, I interact with you, the guys on the Discord. Alright, let's move on. This is the last question. Why are your favorite aspect of the series? Now, this is actually a surprise to me. So you can pick a couple of, multiple answers for this. The very first one, of course, is the characters and the stories. Of course, I mean, we play this game to know, to discover more of the characters and the story. The story is really, it's very open, it's very unpredictable. So it's become a little bit predictable now where the story is going now. With the whole saving the world theme. But yeah, this is why we mostly play the game, because of the characters and the story. Now the setting and the lore, of course, that's the second place. The art, it's only 300 votes. The music, the music's awesome. I also bought it for this one. The music on Falcom. Falcom does a wonderful job on the music, whether it be in the Kiseki game or the G series. I also like Tokusano, the X music I like as well. So the music, man, definitely. I'm surprised that the music had more votes than the art. But yeah, the music definitely, I voted for this one. So the gameplay, I also voted for this one. The gameplay, you guys saw at least the gameplay of Kosio 3. They really took a huge step up. The gameplay is very tight on that game, and in Kosio 4, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it even tighter. So this is gonna fix the broken stuff, like the the chrono drive burst or whatever that you can have 2 turns. So it's gonna fix that. The braking system just tweak a little bit more, and then we'll have the tightest gameplay ever, no doubt. And here's just here participation in the fandom, creating fan works, role playing, and only 1 vote on the waifus. I mean, every time I check the Falcom Discord, it tells me I usually believe that people just play those games for the waifus, because every time I see a discussion, it's always about the waifu. Who's the best girl on Cold Steel? Who's the best girl in this game? So I'm kind of surprised someone voted. Only 1 person has voted for this one, which is actually surprises me, But yeah, guys, like I said, you can vote for this on Reddit. The link is in the description down below. It's kind of cool that, you know, we see where we come from, what we played the game, all the different kind of games. How do we find out about the series? Let me say here, who found out this game? How many percent found out this game on the YouTube video? I saw a recommended video here in a video. Only 5%. Okay, I want to say I'm in the 5%. I saw it in the Let's Play or stream. You know, I'm in the 5% because the only reason I did the Trolls in the Sky walkthrough video back in 2011, I wanted to share this game. You know, that was like at the time my best friend. I could share it. You know, I didn't have a mic back then. I just could just you know, play it, show pretty much everything that there is in that game, and that's what I did. So yeah, man, it's kind of cool that, you know, this survey basically shows us pretty much everything that there is to know about us, you know, the people that play this game. So like I said, the link for that will be in the doobly-doo below. Hope you guys enjoyed this little survey video I did for you guys. I don't know, I just want to talk about this. It's just kind of interesting to me, you know, and all that. So the comments are fantastic, guys. In the next couple of days, I have something big coming out, so watch out for that. Thank you for watching. The comments are fantastic. Gotcha.